Now, ito next phone na papakita ko sa inyo has a lot of firsts for the POCO M series. This one is being powered by the Helio G99, well, overly used, 6.67-inch na Flow AMOLED display. First for a POCO M series. 1920Hz ang kanyang PWM dimming. Another first. Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Wow, first din. Na gusto nyo malaman kung totoong okay ka ba tong phone na ito or simply just hype lang. Huwag kayo umalis after this quick unboxing. Now, itong POCO M6 Pro has a price point of 11,999 para sa kanya 8,256 and ang kanya early bird rate is 10,590. 13,999 naman para sa kanya 12,512 and early bird rate is 12,590. Official link on the description box below. Now, pag tinignan naman natin ang kanyang design, it's just something plain and simple. Nakita natin there's a breaking line here to differentiate yung kanyang camera bump dito and ang kanyang body, no? And makita mo ibang color niya dito sa dalawa, two-tone. Na makikita mo ang kanyang camera module dito is a little bit thick. So there's two rings here. Isang ring mismo ang kanyang camera sensor and another ring outside. So ang drawback nito is that masyado siya mag-wobble on your flat surface na table. So sabi ni POCO, there's a lot of first dito sa phone na ito para sa M series. Itong M6 Pro ni POCO is the best ever M series ever. First time din na Flow AMOLED display sa POCO M series. First time din na may 67 watts na fast charging. First time din na may OIS ang camera sa isang M series. First time din nagkaroon ng 512 na storage dito sa M series. Lahat yan nasa M6 Pro. Tatalakayin natin in deeper details as we go along. Now, one thing that surprised me dito sa phone na ito, itong M series do, medyo slim ang kanyang bezels. Hindi siya kasing nipis ng X6 Pro, but it's quite slim. Remarkable na siya. Therefore, it's another first para sa M series. Now, itong phone na ito has a overly used MediaTek Helio G99. It was able to score a 434,000 points. And if you break it down, this is the score that you should be seeing. Hindi naman siya sobrang taas ang kanyang score, but it's just pretty decent. Ito naman score na kuha niya dito sa CPU benchmark ng Geekbench. Ito naman nakuha niya sa kanyang GPU benchmarking. Pagdating naman sa kanyang thermals, all green naman kanyang testing, and was able to throttle to 92% na kanyang maximum performance. Now, one thing you should like about itong phone na ito, it's quite light, and I like the way it is dito sa aking kamay. And it's still running MIUI 14 para sa POCO. Maybe soon magkakaroon to ng HyperOS. I hope so. Now, one thing you should love about the screen niya is malaki. 6.67-inch na Flow AMOLED display. And looking at it, it's really nice ang kanyang display. Magandang kanyang resolution and quite punchy ang kanyang colors. Meron siyang touch sampling rate na 2,160Hz and 120Hz screen refresh rate. On top of that, meron pa siyang PWM dimming na 1,920Hz and Corning Gorilla Glass 5 ang kanyang protection. So browsing on this phone is definitely fast, be it on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or any other social media na ginagamit ninyo, or just simply watching shorts. Okay na okay siya dahil sobrang ganda ng kanyang swiping experience dito. No? I wouldn't say na sobrang kasing level na si X6 Pro, but it's pretty good din on its level. Now, since meron siyang wideband security level 1, you can watch all of your HD content dito sa phone na ito. Nung nanonood ako ng mga videos dito, I was able to enjoy, be it watching on YouTube or on Netflix. Sharp naman ang kanyang mga colors. Now, probably one of the first time na nakita ko may dual speaker ang POCO M series to. Si M5, naalala ko, it's just one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim. So gusto lang natin i-test kung gaano kalakas ang speaker. Would it exceed si X6 or a little bit below X6 Pro? Pakinggan natin. Well, what can I say? Malakas ang kanyang loudspeaker, no? Almost at par kay X6 Pro, Surprising. Now, itong phone na ito has 5,000 mAh of battery and can support 67 watts of fast charging. Almost the same kay POCO X6 Pro. Charging it takes a little bit above an hour to complete the full charging from 0 to 100. And guess what? Sa kanyang battery stress test, nakakuha siya ng near 16 hours na screen on time. and which surpassed POCO X6 Pro. Si POCO X6 Pro nakakuha siya ng 15.5 hours. Ito, naka 16 hours pa siya, no? So, makuna. Battery optimization dito sa POCO M6 Pro is pretty not bad. Now, pagdating na sa gaming, ginamitan natin itong Leadjoy na M1C Plus na gaming controller. So, what's nice dito sa kanya is that pwede mong lagyan pa ng cooler dito sa likod. Yung mga cooler na pwede sa MagSafe, pwede mo lang i-magnet dito sa likod to cool down your device a lot faster. Now, ang experience ko dito was really great. Very snappy ang mga response dito sa kanya. And it's really easy to connect sa GameShare na gaming app to be able to use this properly. So far, dalawang games na nilaro ko, there's only one na na-support nitong controller na ito, si Call of Duty Mobile. Si Farlight 84, hindi ko pa na-try kasi wala siya sa, sa mga preset na list. But probably pwede nating i-set to on our own manually. So, 2 games nilaro natin dito, si Call of Duty Mobile at si Farlight 84. These are yung kanyang graphical settings na pwede mong set at maximum. And sa Call of Duty Mobile, I was able to play the game smoothly together with the Leadjoy M1C Plus. It gave me a good gaming experience dito. Just really need na calibrate mo na mabuti according sa inyong gusto, no? And this one would definitely give you a good gaming experience. But expect some frame drops along the way kasi at the end of the day, it's still a G99. Sa Farlight 84 naman, sinagad-sagad natin ka ng graphics and nilaro natin game na ito. It was good. Okay naman ka ng response sa screen. Was able to play several Battle Royale games dito and nag-enjoy naman tayo. But there are some frame drops along the way. And ang init niya, umabot ng around mga 44 to 45 degrees Celsius based sa aking Milesina thermal scanner. Napag-usapan na natin kanyang camera. This phone has a first na may OIS sa M series. So, 64MP na may OIS sa kanyang main camera sensor, 8MP na ultra-wide and 2MP na macro lens. 16MP naman kanyang front-facing camera. Front and rear camera can shoot only up to 1080p and 60fps.
So guys, right now i-analyze na natin ang camera performance ng POCO M6 Pro. Starting off with outdoor photos, I would say na itong photo na ito, I was quite surprised na very bright siya and it's quite some saturation dito sa photo na ito. Normally, pag mga ganitong price range ng phone, you won't expect too much from its camera. But si M6 Pro, ibahin natin kasi from the point of view ko, dito sa picture na ito, nung hindi ko pa zoom to, ang dami na ako napansin na details dito. What more, pag zoom mo, there's a lot more details. No? To my surprise. And another photo na gusto ko pansinin dito is this one. Pansin itong rock na ito, no? Yung mga vines niya, there's a lot of rich details na nakapreserve dito sa photo na ito. And checking some mga flower shots dito, it looks quite decent. Especially itong photo na ito, pansin ko sa naked eye ko, hindi ganun ka-green itong green niya. But on this photo, lalo ka ng green and purple, it seems to be more saturated than what I expected it to be. Now, looking on some indoor, low light na photo, this one, I would say, okay lang to, no? Itong photo na ito, I tried to use yung kanyang portrait effect and this one was able to keep yung details dito sa harap, sharp naman siya. Siguro yung kanyang background blur is hindi lang ako super impressed kasi medyo namumuti siya. And nilaro naman natin kanyang ultra-wide na angle shot. This is how it looks like and this is the normal lens and this is the 2x zoom lens. Now, pag pinansin mo siya, yung kanyang ultra-wide lens and yung kanyang normal lens, medyo mas darker ang capture nitong ultra-wide lens. But yung normal lens and yung 2x zoom niya looks almost the same. And looking at some details dito sa regular shot dito sa mga coffee beans, it looks good. And again, sa kanyang outdoor, this is the ultra-wide shot. This is a normal one. And this is a 2x zoom shot. Yung looking at 2x zoom shot, makita natin ang kanyang yung building, no? Yung mga bintana is quite preserved naman ang kanyang mga details. Tingnan naman natin ang kanyang selfie shot. Quite decent din and quite good ang kanyang mga selfie shot. On outdoors, makita natin ang mukha natin. No? There are still some imperfection na na-preserve but mostly medyo pinino na kunti ni POCO even though na naka-off ang AI. Some more outdoor shots. If you take a look naman sa mga indoor shot, this is a little bit more of a low light shot. No? Pansin nyo medyo mas dark ako kasi medyo hirap siya kunti sa low light situation. As well as this photo, medyo hirap lang siya sa low lights. But given kung may lighting naman sa indoor, you'd get a good shot like this one. Now, using the front-facing camera for vlogging, yan, mapapansin nyo dito, no? Pag medyo na-angle ka sa medyo madilim ang yung mukha kasi kulang sa ilaw, hirap ang kanyang front-facing camera. Now, if you're using kanyang rear camera to take some video, I would say na semi-shaky, hindi naman siya super-duper stable, but quite decent naman siya for its price range. Yung kanyang video is quite sharp yet at 1080p and 30fps.
Now, the phone na ito makukuha mo sa 10,590 sa kanyang early bird rate. Would I say na sulit ba siya para sa isang G99? Alam na natin si G99 is really a overly used na processor. So, along the way, there's a lot of other brands na may cheaper alternative para sa G99. But what I like dito sa POCO M6 Pro, it packs a lot of first din dito to give you a little bit more value dito sa phone na ito. Better camera, better display, almost bezel-less na rin na display. Then, 67 watts of fast charging together with a Flow AMOLED display na panel. Not bad. Plus, meron pa siyang PWM dimming sa kanyang price point. It's really good kasi it protects your eye. Anong tingin nyo dito sa phone na ito? Would you buy this one as your next daily driver? Comment on the comment section below, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and of course, share this to your friends, and a subscription to this channel would definitely be appreciated. And I'll see you on the next one.
And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.